Not everyone ages the same way after 70 or 80. Some begin to slow down. They may need a hand just to get through the day, struggle to keep their balance, or notice their muscles aren't quite what they used to be. But then, there are the others. You've seen them. The ones who still walk with purpose. Eyes still sharp. Laugh still full. They wake up with intention, move through their day with clarity, and seem to defy the very idea of aging. What's their secret? It's not just good genes. And it's certainly not luck. In this video, we'll uncover 8 subtle yet powerful signs, backed by science, that reveal whether you're aging better than most people your age. These are not flashy, dramatic changes. In fact, they're quiet, easy to miss. But they're incredibly meaningful. And if you already see even 2 or 3 of these signs in yourself, pause, and take pride. You're on a path few follow. So if you're ready to discover how aging can be a process of strength, not loss, wisdom, not weakness, then stay with us. And if you find this journey inspiring or eye-opening, please consider hitting that like button, share this with a loved one who might need it, and subscribe so you won't miss the next chapter in your health and life journey. Let's begin. Sign number 1, you can rise from a chair without using your hands. It's one of those things most people don't even think about until one day, they can't. Picture this, you're sitting in your favorite chair, maybe sipping tea or reading the paper. Then, without thinking, you lean forward slightly, engage your legs and core, and simply stand up. No hands. No struggle. Just rise. It may seem like a small act, but this simple motion reveals an enormous amount about your body's inner condition. It means your thighs, hips, and glutes still carry the strength to support your weight. It means your core is awake and working with you, not against you. And perhaps most importantly, it means your body's balance system, legs, nerves, muscles, joints, is still finely tuned. This movement, known by doctors as the sit-to-stand test, is one of the clearest indicators of lower body strength and coordination. And in older adults, it has a direct connection to independence. If you can do this with ease, chances are you still have the physical ability to get up from a low couch, climb a staircase, and avoid falls. Of course, if you have knee problems, chronic back pain, or joint replacements, this test might not be fair to you. Don't be discouraged. There are many other ways your body shows resilience. But if you can rise from a chair without your hands, it's worth celebrating. That small action says, I'm still here. I'm still strong. Sign number 2, you can walk at a steady pace without running out of breath. You don't need to jog marathons to be healthy. You don't even need to walk for miles. What truly matters? How you walk. Imagine stepping out for a walk on a crisp morning. The sidewalk stretches ahead. You pick up a natural, steady rhythm. Your arms swing gently. Your breathing is calm, effortless. A neighbor waves, maybe you share a few words. And through it all, you're not gasping for air. You're simply moving. That, right there, is one of the most powerful markers of healthy aging, the ability to walk briskly, hold a light conversation, and not feel winded. Why is this so important? Because walking isn't just about legs, it's a full-body symphony. Your lungs pull in oxygen. Your heart pumps blood. Your brain coordinates each step. And your muscles power the journey forward. When all of this happens smoothly, without exhaustion, it means your cardiovascular and respiratory systems are still humming with life. In fact, scientists now consider walking speed a powerful predictor of life expectancy. Studies show that individuals who maintain a steady walking pace as they age often live longer, more independent lives. They're less likely to suffer from heart disease, respiratory decline, or mobility issues. You don't need to walk fast. You just need to walk well. And if you're able to do that today, cherish it. It means your body still trusts its own rhythm. It means energy flows freely. It means you're moving forward, not fading. These first 2 signs may seem ordinary, but they are far from insignificant. They're part of the quiet language your body uses to tell you, I'm still capable. I still have strength. I'm aging, but not declining. In the next chapters, we'll explore more signs, some physical, some emotional, that together form a powerful picture of graceful aging. But for now, take a moment to notice how you rise from your chair. Feel your footsteps when you walk. And if these things still feel natural, you're doing far better than you think. And if this message spoke to you, please don't keep it to yourself. Like this video so others can find it, share it with someone who might need a reminder of their strength, and subscribe for more stories and science-backed insights into living well at any age. You're not just getting older. You're getting wiser. Let's keep walking this path together. Sign number 3, you can balance on one foot for 10 seconds. Try this. Stand tall. Gently lift one foot an inch or two off the ground. Count slowly, 1, 2, 3. If you can hold your balance for 10 seconds or more without wobbling or putting your foot down, you've just passed one of the simplest yet most revealing tests of aging well. This isn't about athleticism. It's about coordination, how well your brain, muscles, joints, and nervous system communicate with each other in real time. The ability to balance isn't just a neat trick, it's your body's way of protecting itself. You see, falls are one of the leading causes of serious injury among older adults. And many of those falls don't happen because people trip. They happen because the body fails to correct a minor shift in balance. So when you can stand steadily on one foot, it tells a deeper story. It means your vestibular system, housed deep inside your inner ear, is still sharp. It means your leg muscles and core are strong enough to stabilize you. And it means your brain is firing signals quickly and efficiently. Now, let's be fair, if you struggle with neuropathy, dizziness, or an inner ear condition, this may not be an easy test for you. That doesn't mean you're not strong, it just means balance isn't your body's preferred strength at the moment. There are many other signs that can still point to healthy aging. But if you can balance on one foot for even a few seconds, let that small stillness remind you, your body still listens, still adjusts, still responds. In a world that's always moving, stillness can be a superpower. Sign number 4, you can carry a heavy grocery bag without feeling overwhelmed. Think back to your last grocery run. You parked the car, popped the trunk, and reached for the bags. One in each hand. Not feather light, but manageable. If you carried them inside without needing to pause, without calling for help, without feeling like your arms might give out, you're already ahead of the curve. Grip strength is more than just a test of hand and forearm power. It's a window into your entire muscular system. Researchers around the world have found that a weak hand grip is strongly associated with lower muscle mass, lower bone density, and even a higher risk of early mortality. Why? Because grip strength often mirrors the strength of your entire upper body, and sometimes, your overall resilience. Think of it this way, every time you lift a bag of groceries, carry a laundry basket, or open a stubborn jar, your hands are communicating with your shoulders, your spine, and even your heart. It's all connected. That said, conditions like arthritis or carpal tunnel can make this unfairly challenging for some people. A person may have excellent cardiovascular health and core strength, but inflamed finger joints or wrist pain could reduce their grip without reflecting their true vitality. So context matters. But for those who can carry weight without strain, who can feel the bag in their hand and know they can handle it, it's a sign of a well-preserved musculoskeletal system. One that still knows how to work, support, and protect you. It's not about showing off. It's about showing up for everyday life and doing so with quiet strength. In a world that often overlooks the small victories, carrying your own groceries can be a powerful reminder. You're still capable. You're still strong. You're still in the game. Sign number 5, you can climb a flight of stairs without needing to rest. Stairs don't lie. They don't care how much you weigh or what your age is. They just ask you one question, can you move upward under your own power without gasping for breath? If you can climb a standard flight of stairs, say, 10 to 15 steps, without having to stop midway to catch your breath or massage your knees, your body is quietly telling you something important. Your heart? Still strong enough to meet sudden demands. Your lungs? Still capable of efficiently delivering oxygen. Your muscles? Still equipped to handle elevation, resistance, and momentum. Unlike walking on a flat path, climbing stairs is a vertical challenge. It requires coordination between your circulatory system, respiratory system, and lower body muscles all at once. In fact, many doctors consider it a real-world stress test. It's quick, free, and incredibly revealing. Now, to be clear, if you live with arthritis, chronic knee pain, or blood pressure irregularities, take caution. There's no shame in using a handrail or taking your time. In fact, doing so shows wisdom and body awareness, two traits just as valuable as raw stamina. But if you can take those steps steadily, without needing to pause at the top to recover, you're doing something right. It means your cardiovascular health is holding up, your joints are cooperating, and your muscles still know how to activate under pressure. Think of stair climbing as a daily check-in with your future self. Each step says, "I'm still rising." And as long as you're rising, even slowly, you're still building strength. Sign number 6, you clearly remember recent conversations or what you did yesterday. We often talk about physical health, how strong your legs are, how stable your balance is, how efficiently your heart beats. But memory? That's a different kind of strength. If you can recall a conversation from this morning, or even something a friend told you a few days ago, it means your brain is still handling short-term memory like a pro. This isn't about remembering high school trivia or what you ate on your 21st birthday. This is about working memory, the mental notepad that lets you hold onto information while living your daily life. Can you follow a two-step instruction? Do you remember where you placed your keys this morning? Can you recall the name of the show you watched last night? If the answer is yes, it's a sign your neural circuits are still firing with clarity and speed. Your hippocampus, the region of the brain responsible for forming and retrieving short-term memories, is still in good shape. Of course, occasional forgetfulness is normal. Everyone has moments where they blank on a name or walk into a room and forget why. That's just part of being human. But consistent confusion, repeated forgetfulness about recent events, or feeling disoriented in familiar settings? Those are signs to monitor closely. What matters most is this: if you're still participating actively in conversations, following along with stories, and remembering what you plan to do today, your mind is aging well right alongside your body. Because aging gracefully isn't just about keeping your steps light, it's about keeping your thoughts sharp. And when your memories remain vivid, you're not just surviving the years, you're collecting them. Sign number 7, you wake up feeling refreshed and ready to start the day. There's a quiet magic in the early morning, those first few minutes when the world hasn't quite woken up yet, and everything feels still. But the real question is, how do you feel when your eyes open? If you wake up without the weight of grogginess. If you don't feel like you're dragging yourself into the day. If your body and mind seem to whisper, "Let's begin," that's a sign of something truly remarkable. You see, sleep isn't just about rest. It's about repair. During the night, while you're unaware, your body is hard at work healing tissues, balancing hormones, organizing memories, and flushing out waste from the brain. High-quality sleep resets not only your energy levels but also your mood, metabolism, immune system, and even heart health. Waking up refreshed means your nervous system is functioning well. It means your hormonal rhythms, from cortisol to melatonin, are in sync. It means your body is still responding to circadian signals with grace. Now, not everyone needs a full 8 hours, especially as we age. In fact, many older adults find themselves needing slightly less sleep, or sleeping in shorter chunks. What matters more than the number of hours is how you feel when you rise. If your nights are peaceful and your mornings are clear, you're not just sleeping. You're healing. And in a world where sleep is often disrupted by stress, pain, or racing thoughts, the ability to greet the day with energy is not just luck, it's a sign your body still knows how to take care of itself. Sign number 8, you still feel curious, engaged, and eager to explore life. Some say curiosity fades with age. But those who age gracefully will tell you, that's only true if you let it. Maybe you've discovered a new author you enjoy, or picked up a hobby you never had time for before. Maybe you've started learning about photography, or finally planted that herb garden you always dreamed of. Or maybe, on a quiet afternoon, you found yourself asking a simple question like, "I wonder how this works," and actually went looking for the answer. That spark? That's not just personality. That's health. A curious mind is an active mind.
And an active mind keeps the brain nimble, the emotions steady, and the spirit vibrant.
Studies have shown that lifelong learning, meaningful conversations, and joyful discovery help protect against cognitive decline. Even simple acts like solving a puzzle, chatting with a friend, or walking through a new neighborhood can help build neural connections and keep your brain flexible. More than that, curiosity connects you to life itself. It keeps you from shrinking your world. It opens doors. It invites connection. When you're still excited to learn, to laugh, to understand the why behind things, you are, in the truest sense, still young. If you've made it this far and recognized even a few of these signs in yourself, I want you to take a breath and really feel that. You're not just getting older. You're aging with strength, with wisdom, and with wonder. And if this message touched something in you, if you feel seen, or encouraged, or simply reminded of your quiet resilience, don't let it end here. Like this video to support more meaningful content like this. Share it with someone you care about, someone who needs to know they're doing better than they think. And subscribe so you won't miss the next story that might change how you see aging forever. This is more than a list of signs. It's a celebration of all the ways your body and mind are still showing up for life. And there's so much more ahead. We've just explored 8 signs that may seem simple on the surface, but in truth, they're quietly powerful. Subtle signals that suggest you're aging in a very different way. With strength. With intention. And with dignity. I'm so glad you're still here, still listening, still walking this path with me. And as a small gift, just for you, for making it all the way to the end, I'd like to share a true story. A story about a woman who defied every expectation, and protected her health even at the age of 89. Her name was Mabel Cross. At 89, Mabel lived in a small, ivy-covered cottage just outside Cedar Hill. Her neighbors often watched in disbelief as she raked leaves in autumn, carried firewood in winter, and planted rows of lettuce in spring, all with the ease of someone half her age. But what few knew was this: Mabel's strength didn't come easily. And it didn't come from luck. It came from a decision she made 15 years earlier when her life seemed to be ending, not beginning. At age 74, Mabel suffered a devastating fall while reaching for a box on the top shelf. The accident left her with a broken hip and a fractured wrist. The doctors told her what they always tell women her age: you'll walk again, but don't expect much. They spoke softly. Kindly. But the message was clear: this was the beginning of the end. For a while, she believed them. She stayed in bed. Watched television. Let her world grow smaller. Until one rainy morning, something shifted. She looked out the window at her overgrown garden, and for the first time in weeks, she felt something. Not pain. Not fear. But a spark, small, but unmistakable. That day, she asked the nurse to help her sit up. The next day, she stood. And from that moment on, Mabel began her return not just to walking, but to living. She changed everything. Her food. Her habits. Her priorities. She replaced afternoon soap operas with chair yoga. She learned deep breathing from a retired singer. She turned her front yard into a garden not just for nutrition, but for the joy of touching the earth with her own 2 hands. By 80, she could walk a mile without stopping. By 85, she was leading movement classes for seniors at the local library. And at 89, she boarded a train alone and rode across the country just to watch the sunrise from the porch of her childhood home one last time. When someone once asked her, "What's your secret?" she smiled and said, "I stopped asking my body to be young. I just asked it to be willing." And it was. So, if you're here, if you've recognized even a few of these signs in yourself, or even if you haven't, but you're still listening, let this be your reminder: it's never too late. Not to heal. Not to begin again. Not to say, "I'm still here. And as long as I am, I will live." Because real health at 89 doesn't look like perfection. It looks like Mabel. It looks like you. If Mabel's story stirred something within you, a sense of quiet determination, or even just a whisper that says, "Maybe I can too," then I hope you also carry with you the deeper truth we uncovered long before her name was even mentioned.
Because this video wasn't just about one remarkable woman. It was about you. It was about the 8 subtle but powerful signs your body and mind are already giving you proof that you are not merely aging, but aging well. That your strength may not shout, but it shows. In the way you rise from a chair, in the clarity of your thoughts, in the calm of your breath, and in the curiosity that still dances behind your eyes. These are not small things. These are triumphs, quiet ones. And they deserve to be honored. So if this message reminded you of what's still possible, or helped you see yourself in a new light, I invite you to help it reach someone else. Click that like button to let the platform know stories like this matter. Share it with someone who may need this message today more than you know. And subscribe so you can continue walking this path with us, where age is not a limit, but a landscape of deeper strength, sharper wisdom, and quiet victories worth celebrating. You're not alone in this. And your story is still unfolding.